If we compare the most popular dog breeds of the 1880s with today popular breeds, there are not many similar dogs. It is because back then most of the dogs had to have a purpose and they had to work, while today majority of the dogs are our companions. The requirements changed and the breed's popularity changed with it. In this video I will show you the most popular dog breeds from the 1880s until today. Before I will start the video, the actual ranking, it's important to know that the video is based on the data from the American Kennel Club, and that is why it's precise for the United States. Especially in the old times, in different regions, different breeds were popular. It's also important to know that the ranking is based on the numbers of registered purebred dogs. And now let's jump into the video. 1880s. In the 1880s, all the popular dog breeds were gun dogs. The top 3 dogs of the 1880s were the English Setter, the Irish Setter and the Pointer, also known as the English Pointer. 1890s. We can still find the Pointer and the English Setter in the top 3, but the most popular dog breed of the 1890s was the Saint Bernard. There was never a larger breed than the Saint Bernard, who ever became the most popular breed. 1900. The English Setter is still in the top 3, but we have 2 new faces here. The first truly American dog in this video, the Boston Terrier and the famous Collie. By the way, in the 1880s Collie was 7th and in the 1890s the Collie was 4th. 1910s. From now on there will never be any Setter or Pointer in the top 3. The Collie dropped to the 3rd position and the Boston Terrier became the number 1. By the way, the Boston Terrier is the only dog developed in the USA who ever became the most popular breed of this country. The new breed in the top 3 is the Airedale Terrier, also known as the King of Terriers. 1920s. In the 1925, the German Shepherd overtook the Boston Terrier and became the most popular dog of the 1920s. The ancient Chow Chow was a big surprise for me personally, since the breed was very young in the Western world. The first Chow Chows were imported to England in the 1880s. 1930s. This was the time of the Great Depression, which caused that you would not find a single large dog breed in the top 10 of the 1930s. For the first time you can see the Cocker Spaniels, we are talking about both English and American, and Smooth Fox Terriers, but the king of the 1930s was the Boston Terrier. 1940s. Small dog breeds remained the most popular even during the 1940s. For the first time, the most popular dog breed were the Cocker Spaniels, accompanied with the Beagles and Boston Terriers. The Cocker Spaniels were the number 1 dog from the 1936 until the 1952, and they dominated the whole 1940s. 1950s. On October the 4th, 1950, the famous cartoon beagle called Snoopy made his first appearance. And it was no wonder that it is the beagle, because this breed was one of the most popular of all for a long time, and it was the most popular dog of the 1950s. Cocker Spaniel stayed in the top 3, and the new face here was the Boxer. 1960s. German Shepherds are back, but they didn't become the number 1 dog of the 1960s because this honor belongs to the Poodles. The most popular dog breed of the 1950s, the Beagle, stayed popular even in this period, and it was the 3rd most popular breed of this era. 1970s. The Poodles became the first dog ever which held the number 1 crown for 2 consecutive decades. They were the most popular breed since the year 1960 until the 1982. German Shepherds were still 2nd, and on the 3rd place we have the strong and intelligent Doberman Pinschers. 1980s. In this period, Cocker Spaniels came back and they were the most popular breed of this decade. Poodles remained popular and they were 2nd. And who do we have on the 3rd place? The most popular dog breed of today, the Labrador Retriever. 1990s. The 1990s was the era of big dogs. The Labrador Retriever became the number 1 dog for the first time, followed by the Rottweiler and the German Shepherds. By the way, in the 1990s top 10 most popular dog breeds, you would find the Yorkshire Terriers and the Pomeranians for the first time as well. 2000s. The larger dogs were the most popular breeds of the 2000s as well, but most of the time they were not used for any particular reason, but rather as great companions. It is true that all the top 3 breeds of the 2000s, the Labrador Retriever, the German Shepherd and the Golden Retriever, are used for a variety of tasks, for example as service, police or military dogs, but majority of them have the spoiled life of a family dog. 2020s. I'm not going to talk about the 2010s because since the 2000s the situation didn't change and the trio of Labrador Retriever, German Shepherd and Golden Retriever is still the most popular, and I believe that they will remain the most popular even in the next decade. But there is one breed that can change it. It is not a Collie, it is not a Beagle and it's not a Yorkie and it's not a Rottweiler or Doberman. I'm talking about the French Bulldog, which is more and more popular every single year, as you can see from the table. We will see what will happen in the future. It's quite impossible to predict it. I would love to say that breed's popularity is not a contest. Every breed has its advantages and disadvantages. I just found it interesting how much the popular breeds changed over the decades, and I believe that all dogs mentioned in this video have great qualities and they will stay all popular for many years ahead. Tell me in comments which breed from this video is your favorite, and if you are new on this channel, consider subscribing, turn the notifications on and check our Instagram and Facebook. Links are in the description. Thank you for watching, see you in the next video.